Hi there, oh there, guys. What's up? Welcome back to the channel. We got a new little headline over here. Probably far too late, but still exciting nonetheless if it actually amounts to anything, especially with the year that's coming with Doomsday and Spider-Man 4 over at the MCU at least. So we got the headline that Sony is now reportedly more open to sharing its Spider-Man characters with Marvel Studios. And I gotta say, man, all it took was them for, you know, 15 years of destroying the Spider-Man legacy and destroying Spider-Man characters and essentially shooting themselves in the foot at every single turn for them to finally realize that they should be doing this. I want to say I'm excited, especially with the new, iteration of the MCU coming here in a bit with the new universe that's going to be coming after Secret Wars. But at the same time, it's like, what really can they be doing that's going to make this any different than it already is? Now, I feel like we might be finally able to get a Sinister Six movie. Maybe we'll even be able to get Miles Morales on the big screen in live action, which I know there's been a lot of rumors about him being casted as that guy from Stranger Things. I don't know the character's name or I don't know the actor's name. I'm sorry. I still have not finished that show. I know. I told you guys I was working on it. All right, don't hound me too much. But allegedly from Daniel RPK, this is what's going to be coming. And honestly, I think the first place that we'll be seeing it is going to be inside of this, the Spider-Man animation show back in Disney Plus from last year. I forget what it's called, but they're getting a second season and everything, so hopefully that'll be pretty cool. But it does give us some excitement over here with the sense that we can finally get more of his rogues gallery and more of his legacy characters and more crossover movies. But I really, and I hate to say this, I just feel like it's a little too short and far too late. We're on the fourth movie. The rumors are that there's going to be the Punisher, there's going to be Tombstone, Scorpion, and the Hulk all in one film. Mr. Negative is allegedly supposed to be in the film. Chameleon is allegedly supposed to be in the film. No talks of Miles Morales yet. No talks of the symbiote. No talks of Carnage or Venom. Realistically, any of the characters that people have been asking for so long. And yeah, obviously it would be extremely too late for them to go back and add any of those characters. The movie's supposed to come out in I think June or July of this year, so just here in a couple of months. But that doesn't count us out for them being able to shoot or write in a change at the end that gives us the black suit for Peter Parker that we could get debuted in Doomsday, or we could get debuted in Secret Wars. They could do a complete post-credit scene where they come in and introduce the black suit for Peter, or where they come in and they give us Miles Morales. And then there in Secret Wars, we get the duo, the duo team up, which I think is the only way that they could really introduce Miles Morales. I don't really think that you need to cover his origin too much. Maybe through a series of flashbacks or something in, the MCU live action. But everybody has seen Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse and Across the Spider-Verse, and whatever the third one's going to be, that one's going to be a massive hit as well. So you don't really need to spend so much time explaining who this character is. I'm more so worried about them getting a bunch of backlash for casting the wrong guy, because if they do go with the kid from Stranger Things, he's if I'm not mistaken, he's completely black. He's not Puerto Rican. He's not mixed with anything else. And I just know that there's going to be some keyboard warriors out there that are going to make a big hullabaloo about why he's not the right fit, and completely misconstrue a reason as to why we don't need him cast in one of these movies, when in reality he should have been cast a long fucking time ago. That's the thing that really worries me. And then eventually Sony looking at that as a way to give an excuse to cancel and not, continue with the story or with the sharing of the characters. I really hope that Marvel just ends up pitching them a large enough payday that they end up selling the characters back off to Disney. I really doubt that that's going to happen. Spider-Man has long since been essentially the face of Marvel. And the deals that they have now with the first box office weekend revenue from Spider-Man films, and then giving all of the revenue from like the toys and shit and the merch that is sold for Spider-Man is too good of a payday for Sony to pass up. And I don't understand what took them so long, especially after seeing Craven, Morbius, Madam Web, how all of those just kind of intertwined into this shitty soup of not being able to say the character's name, not being able to have the fucking superhero that they're all villains to. So they have to make every single one of these characters, what are they called? Anti-heroes, even when most of them aren't anti-heroes. And another thing that this is just a side gripe. This all comes after the fact that they have given us a heads up that recently Marvel wanted to have Kraven as one of the villains in Black Panther, but Sony was too stupid to give us that. So maybe we'll finally be able to get that and get a proper adaptation of Kraven the Hunter, where he's not some fucking superhuman lion man, cat man, like he was in his own movie, some perfect apex predator that has cat blood in him. And we'll be able to get a proper adaptation for that. Now, think about all of the things that could also potentially come from this. We could get a live action Into the Spider-Verse or Across the Spider-Verse. We could get Spider-Man actually teaming up with the Fantastic Four, maybe even in the second Fantastic Four movie, whereas he was a member of the Fantastic Four for a while with the Future Foundation suit. We could be getting him joining maybe even like the new Avengers or the Avengers West Coast team, the Young Avengers even, because he is still supposed to be relatively young. Tom Holland could probably pull that off. He's short enough and looks young enough. He's got good enough skin. But there's a whole bunch of things that could be coming from this that are really exciting if Sony is actually willing to play ball. Do I think that it's going to last very long? Probably not. I really think that they're going to just try and keep holding on to their deal of putting out one Spider-Man film every, 7 years, so they can hold the rights to the character and hold them hostage even longer. But I guess only time will tell, and we'll see. I don't even know if I've seen anything about Spider-Man being for sure in Doomsday. I know I've seen that he's going to be for sure in Secret Wars, but all of the leaked trailers that I've seen, I haven't seen any mention of him just yet. So maybe we'll actually be getting him with the full-blown trailer that we're going to be getting on the Super Bowl Sunday. Whenever that one finally comes around, we'll probably get our first glimpse at him. And hey, who knows? Maybe they're stupid and they give us a shot of the black suit Spider-Man, and they just kind of ruin it for everybody. Anyway, those are just my thoughts. What are you guys thinking? Do you think that this is a good idea? Are you excited for them to finally allow Spider-Man's rogue galleries to work more with Marvel Studios? Are you not? Do you think it's a bad idea? Do you think it'll last long? Anywho, drop some comments down below. Hit that like, hit that share, and hit that sub. And I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Peace.